Happy morning, children. How are you? Yes, I hope you all are fine at your home. Yes, have you all had your breakfast? Yes or no? Yes. Now you all ready to listen to our science class. Shall we go? Yes, now what we are doing? We are revising the chapters. Yes or no? Yes. So what is the chapter which we are seeing now? What is the chapter which we are seeing now? Very good. Nutrition in animals. Yes. Now we are revising the nutrition in animals. In the last class, what we had seen? Yes. About digestion in human beings. Yes or no? We had seen the digestion process that takes place in human beings. Yes. And then different mode of feeding in animals. Yes. So these are all the content. Yes or no? We have covered introduction. What we had seen in the introduction? Yes, there are three types of classifications. Yes or no? What are they? Herbivore, omnivore, and then carnivore. Yes. So food. Why do we need food? Just answer this question. Why do we need food? Yes. Good. For getting energy to do work. Yes. And maintaining our body temperature. It regulates our body for helps in growth and development, and then it helps to fight against disease. Am I correct or not? Yes. And then different ways of taking food. Yes. Now tell me, how do that mosquitoes take food? What is that method? Yes. Whether it is chewing or sucking. Very good, it is sucking. So then we had seen digestion in human beings. We have completed up to ingestion and digestion. Yes. Now we will continue the remaining thing. Okay. And then digestion in animals, that is grass eating animals, and then amoeba. So what are all the 5 steps? What are all the 5 steps involved? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and then digestion. Yes. If I ask you in your sleep at the midnight also, you must get up and say me this. Okay. Yes. So see here, this is the process of digestion. Yes. So the glands, there are many glands which are associated with the alimentary canal. Yes. See here, this esophagus, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, mouth. What are all these are alimentary parts. And what are all the glands which are associated with it? The 3 glands, what are they? Name them. Name the 3 glands which are associated. Yes, salivary gland, good. And then liver and then pancreas, super. So, these are together called as digestive system. Yes? Yes. So, then first what is the first part? Mouth or the buccal cavity. So, what is the process which takes place there? What is this? Ingestion. So, the process of taking in food is called ingestion. Then what do you mean by mastication? Tell me. What do you mean by mastication? Yes? Good. Mixing of food with saliva. Mixing of food with saliva is called as mastication. Good. See here. So, what is this process? Ingestion process takes place here. Yes? Good. And then what we had seen? Food pipe and the esophagus. Yes? So, the food is swallowed into the esophagus, which is the food pipe. Yes? First part in the mouth, second one in the esophagus. So, what is that movement of peristalsis? Yes, the movement of pushing down the food into the stomach is called peristalsis. See here, this is the movement of peristalsis movement. So, the food bowls enters into the stomach through the food pipe. This is called as peristalsis. Yes. So, you are answering behind me. Yes. So, food pipe and the windpipe. So, see here, when the food passes, what happens to the windpipe? The windpipe closes and the food passes through to the stomach. Yes, see here, the food comes from the mouth. At the time, what happens to the windpipe? The windpipe closes. So, the food passes into the stomach. Yes, good. And then process of digestion in stomach. Yes, the food which enters into the stomach are digested with the help of acids which are produced there. Yes, what are the acids produced? Hydrochloric good, and then yes, pepsin and then mucus. Super. So these are all the acids which are secreted there. So what is the work of that hydrochloric acid? Yes, to kill bacteria. Very good. To kill bacteria. And then what do the mucus do? Mucus, what do? Yes, they gives the lining for the stomach. And then pepsin, it helps in breakdown of proteins. So after the digestion process, what happens? The food enters into the small intestine. Yes. So after the digestion process is completed in the stomach, the food enters into the small intestine. See, the digestion process which takes place inside the small intestine. So the food which enters into the small intestine from the stomach are digested in the small intestine. So the complete digestion takes place in small intestine. The complete digestion process takes place in the small. So the digestion ends in small intestine. Okay, what is the juice which is secreted in the small intestine? Yes, tell me, what is it? Very good, they are intestinal juices. Small intestine, intestinal juices. Okay, what is secreted in the liver? Liver, what is the juice which is secreted? Yes, very good, it is bile juice. Where is that bile juice stored? Children, where is it is stored? Stored in gallbladder. Good. So and then pancreatic, what is secreted? The pancreas. Pancreatic juices. Yes. So liver, bile juice. Yes. Pancreas, pancreatic juice. Stomach, hydrochloric acid, pepsin and then mucus. And then small intestine, intestinal juices. Clear? So at the end of digestion, what happens? The proteins are converted into amino acids, carbohydrates are converted into glucose, and then fats are to fatty acids and then glycerol. Fine. So see here, this we had already seen, yes or no? So this is gallbladder. This green part is, what is that? Gallbladder. So what is stored in gallbladder? Bile juice. So the bile juice are mixed with the food which comes out from the stomach, and then pancreatic juices are also mixed with the food. Before it enters into the small intestine, the food gets mixed with the pancreatic juice and then the bile juice. Okay, which is the largest gland? Which is the largest gland? Yes, very good, it is liver. Okay, and then wider gland, which is wider? Stomach. What is the shape of stomach? It is J-shaped. Very good. And then absorption. So what happens? The digested food now enters into the wall of small intestine. First the digestion process takes place and then the digested food enters into the walls of small intestine and they are absorbed there. So what is that process called as? Absorption. So see here. So now the food enters into the wall of intestine. Are you able to see this or not? Now the digested food enters into the walls of the small intestine. So what is there inside that small intestine? What is there? Villi. So this small intestine has numerous finger-like projection. What is that? Finger-like projection which are called as villi. Yes. See here. There are numerous finger-like projections which are called as villi. So they help to increase the absorption. So they increase their size to absorb more food. Okay, more digested food. So the absorption process takes place here. Okay, and then where is this villi? Okay, see here you have stomach. So what is this? Small intestine. Inside the small intestine you are able to see this small projections, right? So that is called as villi. See here. So this is inner wall of the small intestine. So the villi are present there. Okay. Then, so this is the structure of villi. In the last class itself, I have given you the structure of villi, right? Just have a practice of it. Okay. And then assimilation. Now 3 processes are completed. Ingestion, digestion, and then absorption. Now assimilation. So the blood carries the digested and dissolved food. So what happens there? They absorb, the small intestine walls absorbs that. So that absorbed materials are transferred to all parts of body. So they are absorbed by the cells and then utilized for various processes such as doing work, growth, repairing old tissues, growth of new tissues, etc. Yes, see here, first the process? Absorption process takes place. So what is that? Blood circulatory system is there, right? So the blood transfers the digested food into all parts of body where the cells absorb that. Okay, see here, the blood cell absorbs that. So the assimilation process is also over. And then the next last process, what is that? Digestion. What is that? Digestion. So where this digestion takes place? In large intestine and then anus and rectum. So these 3 parts are involved in the digestion process. Okay. So the unabsorbed food. So the food which are digested and absorbed are sent to the body for the purpose of obtaining energy. So what happens to the unabsorbed food? So they are sent out through the walls of small intestine. You are able to see here, right? So the unabsorbed food from the small intestine enters into the large intestine. See here. And they are sent out as solid waste. Yes. So what is the length of that large intestine? It is 1.5 meters long. Good. So what happens? That large intestine also tries to absorb some water and minerals which are present in the food. Water and some salts which are present there, and the remaining, the least absorbed or the least undigested food are sent out. See here, what is this? Large intestine. Yes or no? So see here, these are unabsorbed food. They are sent out to the large intestine. What is this? Anus. And what is this? Rectum. Okay. So the unabsorbed food is stored in the rectum and then sent out through the anus. Up to this, whether you are clear, children? Yes, 5-step process. Just keep in mind always: ingestion and then digestion, absorption, assimilation, and then digestion. So in ingestion, what is involved? Mouth, that is teeth, tongue. What is the process takes place there? Mastication. Okay. And then what happens here? So the food is sent out through the esophagus. What is there? Food pipe and windpipe. After that, where does the food passes? It passes to the stomach. In stomach, what happens? The juices are secreted. Yes, the digestive juices are secreted in the stomach. They are pepsin, mucus, and then hydrochloric acid. After that, what happens? They are sent into the small intestine. Before they reach the small intestine, what is mixed with it? Bile juice and then pancreatic juices are mixed with the food. So the complete digestion process takes place in the small intestine. After that, they are absorbed by the walls of the intestine and then transported to all parts of body. After that, the unabsorbed or the undigested food are sent through the walls of large intestine. So in the large intestine, what happens? Some of the minerals, the salt and the water which are present are absorbed by the walls of the large intestine, and the least absorbed or the food which is not digested are sent out through the walls of large intestine and stored where? They are stored in the rectum. This is what called as rectum and sent out through the anus. By time to time they are sent out. Okay. The remaining we will continue in the next class. Okay.